This next thing is a little story about a time traveler and making toast.
Yes, it is something
I
about
don't do drugs, I just drink and write stuff.
There she was again, her. He watched her as she floated along the path, passing through the door to the right. No, not a door. It was a break in the concrete wall. He ran his fingers along the cold, crumbling bricks, looked wide enough for him. He followed her inside, ducking beneath the remains of porcelain sign shaped like a piece of bread. Was this a bakery? He'd entered a long hallway, crunching leaves with every step. Could she hear that? He walked in the dark, the moon barely lighting his way, passing relics of the abandoned business. Filing cabinets, chairs, cobwebs. There's always filing cabinets and chairs in a scene like this. The hallway ended with a glass door. It looked new, too clean at least. Making him look out of place with the rest of what he'd seen there. He inched towards the door. There were weeds pushing through the cracks in the cement floor on the other side of the glass. Remnants of generations old linoleum flashed in the moonlight. Was she here? Did he miss her? No, there she was, floating gently from the ceiling. She was wearing red. That was new. He liked it. She looked great in red. Should he go in? He watched her as she started to sway to a hidden rhythm. She turned, dancing to the song only she could hear. She looked to the door. She smiled, a lover smile. Was that for him? Did she see him? She held her arms out, beckoning someone to join her. He froze, searching the room for someone, anyone else. She glided closer to the door. She was looking right at him. Yeah, that look was for him. The door clicked behind him. She continued her dance. He still couldn't hear the song, if there even was one. She brushed her hand delicately across his shoulder, sending a sharp tingle throughout his body. There was her smile again. That was the smile he wanted to see it again and again. A smell drifted into the air. Something was burning, something close. She drew closer to him, so close he could feel her breath. He saw her lips part, whispering something, whispering as silent as the song she danced to. The smell again. Toast? Burnt toast? Where was it coming from? Crap, he was waking up. Toast, burnt toast. The smell hung in the air, sticking to everything it touched, cascading from the kitchen counter to Jack's bedroom. He heard cursing beneath that smell. His new roommate, the man from the future, was busying himself with the mutilation of yet another loaf of bread, just as he had done every morning since Jack agreed to let him stay 5 days ago. Jack turned away from the door in vengeful acknowledgement of the morning. The green digital numbers of his clock radio changed from 5:44 to 5:45, switching the radio on automatically, AM 580, reading him with rock around the clock, with no apparent irony. Something was whistling in the kitchen underneath the sound of clattering dishes. His new roommate was hopefully getting breakfast together for him. Jack planted his feet into the carpeting and started stretching. He reached out, clicking the radio off and shuffled his way to the bathroom to start the morning ritual. Morning, Jack. Jack waved his arms to the kitchen as he entered the bathroom to return the salutation. Jack wasn't a morning person if the morning meant he had to go to work. He winced as a new wave of blackened bread careened into his nostrils. In 300 years, a man named Raymond Glass would finally invent a toaster that would make toast perfectly every time, whether you liked it just warm, golden, or dark, but his friend from the future couldn't afford one. The heat from the shower roused his senses. He patted himself dry with a dark blue cotton towel. He leaned into the mirror above the sink and stroked at his chin. As usual, he barely had any supple. Good. He probably got away without shaving today. He made his way back to his room and to his closet. He picked a light blue shirt with dark blue slacks, black shoes. He noticed his shoes could use some polish, but he knew he didn't have any left. His boss would probably say something like he usually does if he spots one flaw in Jack's ensemble. Jack touched his smartphone as a bedside dresser, 40 degrees with a bit of wind. Warm enough to walk to work, cold enough for a sweater. If he walked, he would blame the marks on his shoes on salt among the sawdust, and all would be forgiven for making the effort to get some exercise in. He grabbed his green pullover from its hanger in his closet and went to the kitchen. His roommate was busy cleaning up around the stove with a scrubbing pan. He smiled at Jack. Hope you feel like making a sandwich today. Don't worry, I did yours in the pan. I still can't get the hang of that vintage toaster of yours. Vintage. Jack smiled at the concept. His toaster was 3 years old. He accepted a golden brown egg sandwich on a small blue plate. One egg slightly scrambled with a slice of sharp cheddar. I took the liberty making this lunch too. Leftover chicken with some green pepper, spinach and red onion neatly rolled into some flatbread, plain Greek yogurt with a dash of lemon and that garlic salt you'd like for a dip on the side, and a sack of mixed nuts since I ate them all yesterday and a couple of green apples. Jack nodded, biting down on his breakfast. Lunch for them both. Jack allowed him to shadow him at work the first day. He told him it would be fine since he had a way of ensuring nobody would see him. That turned out to me, he told Jack's supervisor he was writing a story about a real American everyman from the local news online section. Nobody paid him a second look since then. They wouldn't want to disturb the man on the job. Jack couldn't say no at this point, or somebody might realize it was a ruse and sack him. Besides, it was the point he was actually enjoying the company. Jack helped himself to tea, taking the last bite of the sandwich. Earl Grey. He filled his thermos and travel mug, splashing a spoonful worth of milk into the ladder. He looked at his watch. Almost 6:15. Time to go.